Every time I drop a remix or a flip of one of my favorite cartoon show theme songs, I'm bombarded with questions on how this was possible. How did I get it on Spotify? How did I get it on YouTube? And I just recently dropped a new theme song flip called Levi's Choice. It's based on one of my favorite songs from the show Attack on Titan, greatest anime of all time. I'm just gonna say it. I figured this would be a great opportunity to show you how I made it and released it and all that jazz behind the scenes style, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. First things first, we gotta make a clear distinction between cover songs and remixes. I don't know why I'm using my pinkies. A remix is like my most recent one, Self Love by L.Dre. I made a lo-fi remix of that. And pretty much what that is, you take a song, you isolate the vocals, and you make a beat around it with the vocals still on. So with those kind of songs, you cannot do anything for profit with them, all right? The thing is with YouTube though, when you upload a remix, it just gets copyrighted by the original creator or owner of the song, whether it be a person or a label, and they just make the revenue of it. You just don't make any money. That's all there is to it. But you don't want to go put that on Spotify, blah, blah, blah. That's where you get into trouble. You can check out this playlist right here. I've made tons of remixes. None of them have gotten my channel taken down, obviously, and none of them have gotten me like any hard copyright strikes. We're Gucci on that front. Now, cover song, on the other hand, is a little bit different. I tend to stay away from samples with these. Pretty much you just kind of replay melodies or whatever, at least that's how I do it. I know like in the actual sense of a cover song, a lot of people, you know, take a Justin Bieber song, make a whole new beat, and then they'll just sing it, and then they can release that song. And with our channel sponsor, DistroKid, make sure you hit that link in the description to sign up. They make it super easy when you're uploading a song to just click the cover license option, find the artist or find the creator of the original song, put their information in, and you're good to go. I'll show you exactly what that looks like later in the video. But yeah, without spoiling any more specific details, now that you got that in mind, let me show you how I made this one. So check it out. This is the beat. And this is the original song that I made it after. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of just took the piano melody, not anything crazy. That is kind of the most important part. So if you check this out, you see any samples, pal? No. So how did I do this? What I usually do is when I first find a song that I want to flip, I just type it into YouTube and hit piano, and then I hit easy because I'm not the best piano player. So here's one example. I think this is the one I used. And since your boy can't play piano, basically what I did was I put the playback speed on like the lowest one. And then I start with the chords. So here are the chords from that I ended up playing. So yeah, I don't know how long that took, but yeah, I just looked at the chords, played them on the keys. And then same thing for the melody, which took a lot longer, but I looked at them, put it super slow, and then I just started recording it piece by piece until I got this. So when you put them together, you get what they're playing, but separately. And then, you know, I start getting creative. I start adding Rhodes. And then a staple in my music, don't copy me please, but in a lot of my theme song flips, I like to do the main melody on a little whistle as well. So that's this. Just to switch it up a little. That's my signature thing. Find your own signature thing. But yeah, that is the method that I use when I start these kind of things. But There's another method I tend to use, and that is downloading the song from YouTube, which is this right here, and then you use Ableton's built-in harmony to MIDI. I probably shouldn't have done that much, but I'm just going to show you. You'll see why I did the other way. So here's how it comes out. Shout out to Ableton. I love you. I'm Ableton gang. This thing works really well sometimes, and then other times it's just so much going on. Look at this. Look how many notes that is compared to what I got, which is just this. These couple of notes. So yeah, in this case, it was actually a lot easier to just play on piano, but you can do that. It just takes a lot of cleaning up effort. After that, I added some bass. I believe this is hybrid, classic bass. Got some knock on there to beef it up, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. And the drum pattern. Now, honestly, I do the drums first. Well, let me preface this by saying whenever I do one of these covers, I start with like a tempo in mind. I don't care what tempo the actual song is. So I brought in a drum loop at like a 80 BPM drum loop or like something like that. And then I drag the sample on top just to kind of hear how it goes. Or I try to play it on top to hear how it goes on whatever drums. And then I go in and make my own drum pattern. But this is what I came up with. I probably started with the hi-hats, snare, kick, percussion. A lot of Foley. And that's how I did the drums. And then lastly, it's just kind of arranging it, adding little things here and there. So obviously I like to use Rhodes because that can go from this part to this. Just like a chill section without the main lead. And then we bring in the main lead, but only the whistle version. So those are little things I like to do just to keep the arrangement like spiffy, I guess. I don't know why the hell I just said spiffy, but that's what I said. And then outside of that, you can add a few other things from the song. That's what I do. You can go full on. Like this song it's a long song with a lot of different parts. Me personally, I like to take out one specific melody that I really like. Like what a lot of people don't even realize about my Steven Universe song. All I did was take "We are the crystal gems, we're here to save the day." Like they were singing that. I just took that one melody and I made an entire beat around it. That's just kind of my way of doing things, but you can go and replay this whole song and all the different, whatever you want to do, go crazy, go nuts. But I took this one little part and just added it here just because I thought it sounded cool. And that's pretty much it. Well, actually, lastly, sometimes I like to add a little bit of cinematics. So speaking of cinematics, shout out to Cymatics, but I use rain throughout this because it's a sad sounding track. And then I also threw some thunder in the intro. So it's like really cinematic. But obviously that thunder isn't throughout the whole track. But yeah, that's how I made this track. And if you notice anything throughout that, zero sampling, all right? Zero sampling. All right, so boom, the track's done. It's sounding good. You love it. Now, when you come up with some artwork, obviously do whatever art you want. Make sure you make it, make sure it's custom, make sure it's royalty free, whatever you got to do to get your artwork made. Don't go stealing anybody's art. And here's DistroKid. So once you get into DistroKid, you're putting in blah, 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 the dates, blah, 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 artwork. Here it is right here. This is the crucial part that you want to pay attention to. When you're releasing a song, right here where it says songwriter, you hit another artist wrote it, all right? It's a cover song. So look, they tell you right away, Cover songs are okay. A cover song is a song performed and recorded by you, but the music was written for someone by someone else. Sampling, not okay. Remixes, not okay. Clear distinction. So DistroKid deducts the legally mandated 9.1 cent per song sold in the US and sends it to HFA, who sends it to the original songwriter. But yeah, DistroKid charges $1 per month paid annually, so $12 a month for a cover song. So weigh your options, but it's a solid deal for me. So boom, right here, original artist. You find the name of the artist. So for this song, the person who did this piano, I believe they credited the songwriter. So yeah, the composer is Hiroyuki Sawano. I hope I pronounced that properly. But whatever it may be, whatever song you're looking for, you just find the main composer or songwriter of the song and you put their information down, you put the original song title and any other songwriters that are involved, you can put them all in there and boom, you are good to go. Everything's Gucci, everything's legal, you're solid. This isn't a recommendation for what you should or should not do. Obviously, there's tons of songs out there that are fully sampled and nothing happens to them and they have millions of streams. It's just up to you and your conscience, really, what you can handle. Because yeah, sure, sometimes like if you're only getting 10,000 streams or whatever, nobody's coming for you, whatever. It's up to you. Weigh your options. I didn't say nothing. You didn't. I taught you the proper way to doing things right here. All right, clear conscience. But yeah, that is the video. Go stream the song. Link is in the description. Go sign up for DistroKid. Super cheap, super easy to use. Link is also in the description. It is the best platform to distribute your music that I've tried. I've been using DistroKid for years. All my covers are through them. Haven't had any issues. So shout out to them. And if you use my link in the description, you get 7% off your first year. Go do it. Peace. See you in the next one.